accordance with Public Law 1975, Chapter 231, notice of this meeting was provided to the newspaper of record, appropriately posted and sent to the Township Clerk on January 7, 2026. An ad in the Daily Record on January 14, 2026, and the Hanover Eagle, January 22nd, 2026. Please, sorry.
Please stand for the flag.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We are going to welcome Mr. Joseph Kowalski, and he's going to take his oath of office.
I, Joseph Kowalski, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and this state under the authority of the people. So help me God. Do solemnly swear that I possess the qualifications prescribed by law for the office of member of a Board of Education, and that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of that office according to the best of my ability, so help me God.
Mrs. Johnston,
Here.
Mr. Skiff,
Here.
Mr. Matisich,
Here.
Mr. McCabe,
Here.
Mrs. Coffey,
Here.
Mr. Kowalski,
Here.
Mrs. Bomango.
Here.
Thank you.
Tonight we have 4 special presentations, and we are going to start off with. Okay, great.
Thank you to Mr. Toomey, the Board of Education, for the opportunity to recognize some incredible students at Memorial Junior School. The first student I'd like to congratulate and honor this evening is our Morris County Superintendent's Middle School Leadership Award winner. At the beginning of May, Memorial Junior School, along with other middle schools across Morris County, will celebrate 8th grade students who exemplify academic excellence, leadership, community involvement, and serve as role models for their peers. This year, we are proud to recognize Tyler Cerise. So I'm going to have you stand up here with me. So we'll give him a round of applause here first. We'll congratulate him. I'll give him his certificate in just a moment, but I definitely need to share some positive words about Tyler, and there are a lot of words that I could share right at the moment. So Tyler's a student who exemplifies what it means to lead through both achievement and character. In the classroom, he demonstrates a strong passion for learning, particularly in math and social studies, where his curiosities and analytical thinking consistently stand out. His commitment to excellence is reflected in his academic honors, including High Honor Roll, Student of the Month, Technology Student of the Month, and back in the day, the Gary Murphy School Award while back in elementary school. Beyond the classroom, Tyler is deeply involved in life at Memorial Junior School. He currently serves as a student council secretary, a role he's held for 2 consecutive years after first contributing as a classroom representative. He's also an active member of TREPS, stage crew, and multiple athletic teams, including soccer, cross country, and track. Tyler's willingness to get involved, lead by example, and contribute to a wide range of activities speaks volume about his dedication to his school community. Outside of school, Tyler continues to make a positive impact. He's been a long-time member of the Hanover soccer travel team. He has participated in organizations such as Boy Scouts and the Hanover Township Ski Club. And back in school, his commitment to service is evident through his involvement in school food drives, where I'm proud to say that when we collected for the Super Bowl back in February, of the 1,650 pounds of food that we collected at Memorial Junior School, Tyler was responsible for around 1,000 pounds of that. So again, Tyler definitely does his part in contributing in making Memorial Junior School a better place through service as well. So we do appreciate that. Also, in addition to outside of the school, Tyler does volunteer frequently in his church community too. But what truly sets Tyler apart is his initiative and forward-thinking mindset. Whether it is pursuing his interests in real estate and finance and helping Dad out with that, or dedicating time to service and leadership, Tyler approaches every opportunity with purpose and integrity. Tyler represents the very best of Memorial Junior School. We are incredibly proud of his accomplishments and confident that he will continue to make a meaningful impact in the years ahead. So congratulations, Tyler, on this well-deserved honor. Yeah, should we do, would you prefer a group photo with all of them? Okay, that sounds good. Perfect. All right, and our next student that I would like to honor tonight is our Unsung Hero Award winner. So back on March 5th, I had the distinct honor of recognizing one of our 8th grade students with the Morris County School Boards Association Unsung Hero Award. For this award, every school district in Morris County selects and honors an 8th grade student and or a 12th grade student, depending on, again, the district, who embodies strength, perseverance, and unwavering spirit, qualities that define an unsung hero. This year, we selected Brian Ostorga, and I'd like to have him come up. Brian? Now, that evening, they had us on a little bit of a pitch count because in the past, even though they had given us a limit of around 90 seconds, it's easy to share positive comments about such impactful students that speeches were taking 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. So they limited our speeches to around 60 seconds. So the narrative that I submitted was definitely trimmed down to fit into the evening. So I will read the full narrative of what I wrote for Brian. Brian Astorga is an 8th grade student who has flourished during his time in the Hanover Township Public Schools. Early in his school years, Brian faced challenges as an English language learner. Communicating his ideas clearly was not always easy, and he worked hard to strengthen his vocabulary and expressive language skills. Despite these challenges, Brian approached each day with determination and a willingness to learn, never letting obstacles define him. What makes Brian's journey truly inspiring is the way he has grown into a confident, capable young person. Today, he is comfortable communicating with both his peers and school staff, sharing his ideas, asking questions, and contributing meaningfully to classroom discussions. His perseverance and self-belief have allowed him to transition from learning primarily in a resource room setting to participating in supported classes and, increasingly, general education classes where he continues to thrive. Brian's growth goes far beyond academics. He has developed a sense of independence, a genuine confidence, and a willingness to step up and meet challenges head on. He demonstrates that success is not simply about talent or a starting point, but about effort, resilience, and the courage to keep moving forward. Every day, Brian's determination and positive attitude inspire his teachers, classmates, and everyone in our school community. Brian Astorga's story is a powerful reminder that the greatest achievements often come from quiet perseverance, courage, and belief in oneself. He has worked tirelessly to overcome challenges, find his voice, and embrace new opportunities, showing us all the true meaning of perseverance. So tonight, we are proud to honor Brian Astorga as an unsung hero whose confidence, determination, and growth reflect the very best of our school community. So great. Congratulations. All right. Good job, buddy. Okay. All right. So Brian, Brian, we're going to take a picture here with Tyler as well. So we'll do that. Come on over. All right, and I am honored to be able to have another opportunity to recognize a few additional shining stars at Memorial Junior School. I'm pleased to take this opportunity to formally recognize two of our exceptional student musicians, Anaya Druva and Carter Markinson, for a truly distinguished accomplishment. And I'll have them go ahead and stand up and come on up here with me as well. Anaya, there you are, right there. Come on up, Carter. I know you're all waiting to hear what they're getting recognized for. But Anaya and Carter recently auditioned for and were selected to perform in the 2026 North Jersey Area Band. This prestigious ensemble is comprised of the top performing middle school musicians representing 32 schools from across the region. The selection process is highly rigorous, requiring students to demonstrate advanced musical skill, preparation, and dedication. Being chosen is a significant honor and reflects a level of excellence that places these students among the very best of their peers. Their achievement is a testament not only to their individual talent, discipline, and commitment to their craft, but also the strength and quality of the music program here at Memorial Junior School and in our district. I would also like to extend my sincere congratulations and appreciation to Mrs. Massey and Mrs. Curry, whose expertise, guidance, and unwavering support continue to inspire our students to perform at their highest level here in our band program. Their work is clearly reflected as in the success of Anaya and Carter. We are incredibly proud of these students for representing Memorial Junior School with such distinction, and we commend them on this outstanding accomplishment. So congratulations, Anaya and Carter. Carter and Anaya. Congratulations. Really nice. All right, come over here for a picture. I got it.
And the February 24th, 2026 executive session minutes.
Motion?
Thank you. Okay, Ms. Johnston and Mr. Matstitch. Is there any board discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed or abstentions? All right, motion passes. Mrs. Krasny, please present the board secretary's report.
Good evening, everybody. I would like to bring your attention to the submission of the preliminary budget for the 26-27. It's regular agenda item number 324-26. As you're all aware, this year has been a very difficult year for schools with the budget. The governor came into office, and like all new governors, they extend the time that state aid comes down. We give them that opportunity. So the numbers were late by 2 weeks this year, which then makes us as school districts have to fumble a little bit at the end because we have statutory deadlines that we have to get in. But we all successfully have gotten them in. Ours is being submitted this evening. Some numbers that I would like to stress in this year's budget is that the general fund budget totals $36,060,451. When you combine that with the federal grants totaling $321,839, the total district amount for this year is $36,382,290. The vast majority of the general fund revenue is generated by local tax levy, which contributes about $32,859,603, or relatively for this district, it's about 91.12% of the total budget. So although we all wait anxiously for the governor to come out with state aid, our district is primarily funded by the taxpayer. It does help. The second largest number that we get in our budget is our state aid. We did go up this year by $113,332, which we're very grateful to the governor for that. And that totals this year $2,002,177. So our state aid is only about 5% of our total budget. So even though we're grateful, it's still a very small portion of what we get. This year, if you've all been reading what's going on, our state health benefits insurance premiums in this district, unfortunately, have gone up 23%. We're fortunate that we're not in the state plan that went up 32%, so we're grateful for that. But with our contractual obligations, we have to increase our budget to fulfill those premiums. This year, in our tax levy, we will be taking a substantial health care adjustment of $938,000 to cover that 23% increase. There's a lot of chatter on a lot of social medias. Our district's shopping it. Are we calling our brokers? We have a wonderful Board of Education. We brought our broker in. He broke down our policies. He gave us options. Most of our increases in our district are based on two things: our experience rating, and I hate to say, a lot of districts' prescription plans with GLPs have impacted a lot of the state health care. Besides for the health care, other cost drivers we have going on currently, our energy costs are rising 20%. Our transportation is going up 5%. That's way above our normal CPI that we're used to doing. Districts in 2010 were capped at 2%, so we can't keep going out to the public and asking for money, so school districts have to literally fulfill all contractual obligations under the teachers union, while in our district we have some related expenditures, one of them being our McKinney-Vento students, our homeless students that we've reported out in October. We also have an increase of 21.2% of special ed students going out of district. At the same time, transportation costs that go along with those students have gone up also. We are doing wonderful things in our district. We have added an in-district special ed program to try and curb some of the costs, and we have a wonderful department that is evaluating the students and seeing what the appropriate placement should be. Because of these compounding financial challenges, the 26-27 budget required incredibly difficult decisions. To ensure that we were presenting a fiscally sound and responsible budget to the community, truly every department and every operational area was thoroughly audited. And we identified some efficiencies, we reduced some waste in some departments, we streamlined costs without compromising a lot of the core educational missions of our district. I would like to also add that the vote tonight is only to allow submission. So what happens is we hand it in, it goes to the county or the state level, as we say. They look it over. They have a right to deny it and send it back. We then have to make changes, whatever they say we need to do. And then on our April 28th meeting is when the actual budget will be given to the board for their approval, and that, once again, is April 28th. So we invite people to come out and look forward to hearing about what we're doing in the district. Thank you.
Mr. Toomey?
You're going to hear a little similar theme in part of my report as well, just because it has been, on everyone's mind. But I'm going to start something else, and I'll get into a little bit more of what Mrs. Krasny shared. So I'd like to begin by recognizing and congratulating several of the students who were just here, and we appreciate them coming out on a school night. We appreciate Mr. Anderson taking the time to recognize them this evening. Congratulations again to Tyler, Brian, Anaya, and Carter for their recognitions this evening. Another congratulation in order is to Mr. Kowalski. Welcome to the Board of Education. Look forward to working with you as you officially now take the seat. And enjoy the view from this side. And as highlighted in this month's Excellent Spotlight newsletter, which came out earlier today, there continues to be a great deal of positive momentum across our schools as we move into the final stretch of the school year, which is hard to believe. I also want to highlight a recent Mayor's Wellness Campaign event where several of our students in grades 3 to 5 came together for a kickball night, and it was a fun event for all involved. Thank you to Brittany Heffler and Tom Quirk from the Recreation Department for coordinating, and to Mayor Gallagher for his continued partnership and support. It was a really special night. So it was a second annual, and definitely want to do it again next year. In addition, to Mrs. Krasny's point, it's hard to escape the headlines right now about the budget challenges facing school districts across New Jersey. In the superintendent meetings I attend at the local, county, and state levels, this is the topic of conversation everywhere. Districts across the state are in the same boat, trying to determine the best way to navigate the current circumstances. And if you have been following along over the last several months at our board meetings, we have been sharing information about the various fiscal challenges and constraints that our district is facing. Like many districts in New Jersey, we are experiencing rising costs, which Mrs. Krasny alluded to, and remaining constrained by the 2% tax levy cap, which Mrs. Krasny alluded to. I'd like to briefly share some key themes from my recent meeting with district staff regarding the budget and the current financial landscape. To provide some perspective, enrollment has declined from 1,447 or 1,447 students in the 2016-2017 school year to approximately 1,211 students today. So that is a difference of 236 students going into what would be the 10th school year from the original date of the snapshot. During that same time, elementary sections, which is basically the number of classes in elementary schools, has decreased from 49 in 2016-2017. We're projecting 40 sections next year across 3 elementary schools. So that's a reduction of 9 sections. While we have worked to maintain staffing and programming, we must now more closely align our resources to ensure long-term sustainability. Over the past several months, our administrative team has reviewed all areas of the district, from homeroom and grade level teachers to the child study team, special education, art, music, technology, media, physical education, Spanish, administration, administrative assistance, and maintenance. We have taken steps through attrition. Attrition is the fancy word for when someone leaves a position, we don't refill that position, and careful planning to minimize impact where possible. And I also do want to be transparent, and I realize that while there may not be many people here, I do realize people will be watching this on the recording, which we appreciate, that there are some positions, including non-instructional and instructional positions, that will be eliminated as part of this process due to the enrollment decline and our inability to remain overstaffed in certain areas. At the same time, we are prioritizing our Board of Education class size guidelines, 22 in grades K to 3 and 25 in grades 4 to 8, to maintain strong instructional environments for our students. And as a result, 2 programmatic areas that are proposed to be impacted for the upcoming school year are the Strings program and elementary Spanish. These are not easy decisions. We recognize the potential impact on individuals, and we are approaching this work carefully and thoughtfully as we scale down to move forward as a district. And that's a really key point. We're scaling down, but we still need to be able to move forward. And out of respect for our employees, principals will meet individually with any staff members who may be impacted between now and next week. So those conversations can happen directly and privately. The list of positions will be shared with the public during the budget presentation in April. And tonight, as Mrs. Krasny shared, the board will only be approving the submission of the preliminary budget to the county office. Their office will review it and may require additional adjustments. Once those are worked out, and between us, not that it's a secret, it goes back and forth and back and forth. I think last year it might have gone back 8 times back and forth. It's really a highlight of a business administrator's year. But once the budget is approved at the county level, then we will be able to have the specific details shared with the public at the April 28th special Board of Education meeting, where Mrs. Krasny and I will formally present the budget to the public, and then the board will vote to approve the budget for next school year at that meeting. And again, I know we've said it, but we're saying it again, April 28th, so that if you are able to come, we would love to have you. And on another important note tonight, the Board of Education will take a significant step toward the future of the Hanover Township Public Schools. As you know, we have been listening to community feedback through our strategic planning process, and overwhelmingly we have heard that our school facilities need updates to match the quality of education expected in Hanover Township. In collaboration with our architect, we reviewed all facility needs and developed a list of critical infrastructure and safety projects across all 4 schools. The projects include roofs, pavement, HVAC systems, security enhancements, electrical systems, and interior improvements, especially science labs and media centers. By financing these projects through a bond referendum, we will be able to spread the cost over time and access state aid, which is up to 34%, to help offset local taxes. While the vote is planned for March of 2027, so a year away, tonight's approval of the project list is the first step in submitting our proposal to the New Jersey Department of Education. Once the state completes its review, we will share detailed information with the community about project costs, state aid, and the tax impact. So this is an exciting opportunity to invest in our schools, strengthen the learning environment for our students, and plan for a safe district for years to come. We look forward to keeping our community informed and engaged throughout this process, which is why we wanted to share this a year ahead, so that this is something that we will be continuing to keep you abreast of as we go. And last but not least, on another note, I want to acknowledge that due to a technical issue, last month's Board of Education meeting recording could not be uploaded to the district website. So I am working with our Director of Technology, Mr. Michael Falgaris, to implement a cloud-based backup solution moving forward to ensure that there is always a preserved copy that the public can access. And in the meantime, for February, you will need to refer to the approved meeting minutes, which will be posted on the district website probably by tomorrow, right? And if you thought you were done with me, there's one more thing. And if you noticed on the top of the agenda, under the special presentations, there is the report of violence, vandalism, and substance abuse, including HIB, which is harassment, intimidation, and bullying. So that is item number 3/24/26-18 on the curriculum portion of tonight's agenda. And that is a resolution to accept and approve, the submission of the report of violence, vandalism, and substance abuse for period 1, which is for the 25-26 school year. And period 1 reflects September 1st, 2025 through December 31st, 2025. New Jersey statute requires school superintendents to publicly report twice a year all acts of violence, vandalism, substance abuse, and incidents of harassment, intimidation, and bullying, otherwise known as HIB, that occur in our schools. And for the purposes of tonight, I will summarize the data compiled. At Memorial Junior School, there were 4 confirmed HIBs. In one incident, a student sent a hand-drawn picture via text to another student that upset the other student. In the other 3 incidents, the victims perceived they were being targeted or bullied by the offenders. They felt insulted and demeaned by verbal comments made directly at them. 7 alleged HIBs. In each of these investigations, the victims perceived that they were being targeted or bullied by the offenders, and after full investigations, it was determined that these did not meet the state's criteria of HIB. And 3 other incidents leading to removal. In one incident, a student took pictures and a video in a restroom and posted them on social media. In another incident, a student urinated on the exterior ground of the school. And the final incident involved physical contact in the hallway. At Salem Drive Elementary School, there were 2 incidents of violence. Both were classified as assaults. And in the first, a student aggressively pushed another student, and the second incident involved aggressive physical contact between one student and another. And I am pleased to report that there were no incidents of violence, vandalism, substance abuse, HIB reported at B Meadow School or Mount View Road schools during reporting period 1. So as we move forward, the district will continue to fully investigate all alleged incidents of HIB. We will continue district-wide anti-bullying initiatives and character education programs. We will continue to maintain partnerships with community organizations to host assemblies and educational programs. We will provide ongoing staff training for school climate and safety teams and support mindfulness, social emotional health, and wellness initiatives that promote a safe, nurturing, and inclusive environment for all. Finally, you're finished with me for the evening. As always, thank you to the Board of Education for your continued support and partnership.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I would like to begin by thanking Mr. Toomey and the Board of Education for the opportunity to report this evening. On behalf of the Department of Curriculum, it is truly a pleasure to extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to our newest board member, Joseph Kowalski. Congratulations, and we are excited to have him join our team and look forward to his willingness to serve our students, staff, and community. Welcome. I would like to take a few moments this evening to provide an update on three important areas: N.J.S.A testing, our ongoing strategic planning work, and professional development across the district. As we move into the spring season, we are gearing up for the administration of the New Jersey Student Learning Assessments. Across all of our schools, teams have worked thoughtfully and diligently to ensure a smooth and supportive testing environment for all our students. From preparing devices and confirming our technology infrastructure to organizing schedules that minimize disruption to instruction, there has been a strong collaborative effort at every level. Equally important has been our focus on students. Our staff has approached this process with care, ensuring that students feel prepared and confident while also maintaining our commitment to meaningful day-to-day learning. The goal continues to be balance, supporting students in understanding the format and expectations of the assessment without losing sight of the rich instruction happening in our classrooms each and every day. Once testing is complete, we will engage in a thorough review of the data, and as always, this information will serve as one of many tools to help guide our instruction decisions, refine curriculum, and ensure that we are meeting the needs of all of our learners. In addition to assessment updates, I'm pleased to share that we are making strong progress in our district's strategic planning process. This work has been grounded in the voices of our community and through stakeholder engagement that includes staff, students, families, and community members. We have been able to identify shared values and emerging priorities. As themes have begun to take shape, there has been a clear focus on strengthening student achievement, enhancing instructional practices, supporting the whole child, and ensuring alignment across our programs. What has been especially encouraging is the level of collaboration across committees and leadership teams, all working together to develop goals and actionable steps. This is a thoughtful and deliberate process, and we remain committed to ensuring that the final plan reflects not only where we are as a district, but where we aspire to go. And we look forward to continuing to share updates as this work progresses. And finally, I would like to highlight a recent professional development opportunity that took place on Friday, March 13th, where teachers engaged in a combination of virtual sessions, collaborative team time, and independent professional work aligned to district priorities. Areas of focus included curriculum mapping, assessment tools, preparation for the upcoming state testing, and professional responsibilities connected to instruction and evaluation. Looking ahead, we will continue to build on this work, supporting staff as they implement these practices and further integrate data-informed decision-making into their daily instructions. And that concludes my report this evening.
Good evening, members of the Board of Education, administrators, and community members. I am pleased to share an update on the extended school year, otherwise known as ESY. And I told you at the beginning of the year I'm going to share a lot of acronyms with you. There will not be a test at the end of this year, though. For the extended school year, we are excited the program is running from January. Let me rephrase that because we are mid-March. From June 26th through July 24th, with the program being closed on July 3rd. ESY will operate as a daily 4-hour-a-day program designed to support students that are invited to participate in their individualized educational plans. The eligibility is determined to maintain those critical skills. Through the IEP process, teams carefully consider whether a student may be at risk of significant regression and therefore would not benefit from an extended break. They need to maintain those skill sets to move forward. So ESY provides targeted support to help maintain progress and continue working towards their individual goals. We also try to sprinkle in a little bit of thrive and desire for learning and a handful of fun in that process. We're off to a strong start with the ESY employment opportunities being posted, and I'm fortunate already to have several internal applicants eager to support the program. It's always encouraging to see our staff do so because it brings continuity as well as their experience to the forefront. So it's a wonderful process. Many of them are already busy collaborating creative themes, hands-on STEM projects, and meaningful activities that strike that balance between learning and enjoyment. Their dedication and innovation really helps to make ESY a special place. Simultaneously, our case managers are working to actively connect with families and collect those RSVPs to help with the summer planning. This outreach is essential, allowing us to plan thoughtfully and ensure we're meeting the needs of all students. We encourage the families of invited families to remain in close contact with their case managers or to myself directly. In continued commitment to strive for excellence and providing outstanding summer programming, I leave you with this thought by Daniel Hallahan. We recognize the most important characteristics of exceptional learners are their abilities, not their disabilities. Thank you for your support.
The Personnel Committee met on March 17th. Members present were myself, Gina Johnson, Lisa Domingo, and Justin Toomey. We discussed items to be included on the March agenda as follows: 2 retirements, 1 school bus driver, 1 HTSAC site leader, 1 resignation for purposes of transferring jobs within the district, 1 leave of absence, 3 appointments, transportation, HTSAC, and a part-time special education aide, 1 contract revision reflecting the acquisition of a sub-certification, miscellaneous additional assignment hours for 4 staff members, 1 volunteer softball coach, substitute pay rates, and 3 additional substitutes, 1 bus driver, and 2 substitute teachers. Additionally, we discussed potential reductions in force. That concludes my report.
Thank you very much. Ms. Johnston?
The Curriculum, Technology, and Student Achievement Committee met on Tuesday, March 17th at 6 p.m. Those in attendance were myself, Karen Coffey, Lisa Domingo, Aaron Wasserman, Sherry Copen, and Justin Toomey. The following curriculum approvals were discussed. Mr. Wasserman presented the information for the Pfizer School of Science Mobile Experience. This will be occurring in April in Parsippany, and the only cost would be for transportation, and this program has a focus on STEM. It was discussed with the student, and we also discussed the student safety data and system report, which was presented at tonight's meeting. Mrs. Coben presented and discussed the approvals that are on tonight's agenda, and she also updated the committee with the 2026-2027 preschool projection. The lottery has occurred for the inclusive pre-K, and there are 12 students for the AM class and 12 students for the PM class, and now there is a wait list. And for the preschool disabled class, there will be 7 students. For ESY, she told us that the job postings were going to be going out at the end of the week, which was last week. For curriculum updates, Mr. Wasserman updated the committee on the following items: the Algebra Readiness Assessment for 5th grade students. This will be done using the Linkit program, and for now it's being used as a baseline. All 5th grade students will be taking it, and the assessment was reviewed and approved by the middle school math department. Then the N.J.S.A testing, we were updated on that, and the testing will only take place for 2 days, 1 day for ELA and 1 day for math. And science will still be under the same company as prior, so that will be the same. And it was noted that the strategic planning process is making great progress. Each specific area is mapping out the goals for the upcoming years. And then the committee was informed that preserving current class sizes remains a priority, and in light of budget constraints, the district has looked into other areas to help support the goal. And the 2 areas that will be impacted in the 2026-2027 school year are the elementary world language program and the strings program. And then Mr. Wasserman updated us about professional development that was held on March 13th. There was great feedback on the trainings for Atlas, Linkit, iExcel, and Learning A to Z programs. And he also noted that the reading coach will be coming into grades 3 through 5 to coach with the new reading program on the following dates. From Mount View, someone will be coming in for March 31st, April 1st, April 13th, and April 14th. For Salem Drive, the coach will be going in from March 24th, March 25th, April 21st, and April 22nd. And for B Meadow School, the coaching will be occurring on April 24th and May 8th. And that's the end of my report.
Thanks, Ms. Johnston. Mr. Morsano?
Thank you. Finance, Transportation, Physical Plant met last Monday, the 16th, I'm sorry.
16th.
Present were, including myself, were Mrs. Domingo, Mr. Matisich, Mrs. Egbert filling in for Mr. Skiff, Mr. Toomey, Mrs. Krasny, Mr. Padovano, and Mr. Santiago. Transportation updates. One bus driver has announced their intent to retire in June, and an ad will be run to fill a position. We discussed subscription busing. For physical plant, we discussed strategies to address various maintenance and facilities issues. We discussed the bee meadow mulch work to occur at all playgrounds. All classroom leaks from the heavy snow and ice damming have stopped. All areas have been inspected and are being monitored. And excuse me, Mr. Padovano will be meeting or met with Tremco last week to discuss a repair strategy. The committee recommends the approval of the new design for benches and a planter proposed for the elementary schools by Robert Krimmel, an Eagle Scout in Whippany Park. And we would like to thank Robert for his dedication to our township and his willingness to put his hard work into a gift to our district that students can enjoy for years to come. We discussed generous money donation from the Mount View PTA for a new playground equipment. A meeting has been set up with Mr. Padovano for the playground, with the playground supplier and installer. Finance, we discussed the budget and ongoing district items related to it, which Ms. Krasny addressed earlier tonight. We also discussed the need for reductions in force due to years of declining student enrollment. That ends.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Matisich?
Sure. For public relations, the committee met on March 17th at 8:03 p.m. at Memorial Junior School. Present was Justin Toomey, Lisa Bamengo, William McCabe, Karen Coffey, and Chris Matisich, myself. Discussion by all concerning the following agenda items was a partnership with Barclays of Whippany to create a budget and financial literacy workshop for 6th graders with Christine Fox at N.J.S.A, a program for Whippany Park student Aliyah Nahayim to volunteer with Miss Vassler's 3rd grade class at Mount View, a program for WP student Catherine Slicer to volunteer with Senora Gibbs at Mount View, Salem, and Bee Meadow. For the good of the order, we discussed student recognitions, including all that was discussed tonight. Morris County Superintendent's Middle School Leadership Award to Tyler Cerisi, the Morris County School Board Association Unsung Hero Award to Brian Astorga, and the N.J.A Area Band accepting Carter Markinson and Anya Druva. We discussed the report for violence, vandalism, and substance abuse, discussed the budget prep and challenges facing many schools across the state and our plans to achieve the goal of maintaining the student experience in our district. We discussed the strategic planning core team concluding its meetings. Superintendent Toomey reported that the grade level shows are going well. He reported that he'll be playing kickball with grades 3 to 5 along with Mary Gallagher on Friday, March 20th, which was this past Friday. We discussed the N.J.S. Spring Musical, The Addams Family, for March 27th and 28th, and discussed spring recess from April 3 to 10, and then concluded the meeting at 8:45 p.m. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Matisich. The policy committee met on March 16th. Members present were Mark Morisano, Bill McCabe, Christine Egbert as a guest, myself, and Mr. Toomey. Agenda items, we discussed policy 1552, sexual harassment, which will be on this month's board agenda for first read. We also continued the discussion on policy and regulation 2431, athletic competition. As part of this process, the committee considered a range of factors related to the participation of private and charter school students on Memorial Junior School athletic teams, including, among other things, parental choice with respect to enrollment, team capacity, budget implications, and alignment with existing district policies and practices. As a result of these discussions, the policy committee is not recommending revisions to the existing athletic competition policy right now. And that concludes my report. Additionally, the negotiations team has started meeting with the N.J.S.A, and we have been continuing our discussions with the N.J.S.A. Thank you. Okay, I will now open the floor to public comment on agenda items only. Please state your name, municipality, and group affiliation if applicable. You will have 5 minutes to address the board and will receive a 30-second warning to begin closing your comments. Thank you.
Hi, Paul Sesko from Whippany.
Thank you.
I can talk about the budget?
Yep.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure. I have a question. Does the governor have a committee that allows the superintendents to come up and for their advice or ideas on the budget and anything that would help out?
Yeah, it's not a back and forth, but if you would like to address this, you can.
I welcome that opportunity. That opportunity has not come.
Wow, it's a shame. I thought of something, the lottery. I know some of the money goes in different directions, and just wondering, maybe there's a portal that, the public can, submit their ideas, and maybe more of that money could be shifted towards schools. I mean, I have solar panels in my house, but solar panels, windmills, education for kids, I think the kids win.
Yeah.
I hope common sense prevails. And like I said, if anybody's got ideas, there should be some kind of portal where they can, put them in. And we need to work on the kids first, I think. Just trying to think. That's the main thrust there, the kids. But thank you for the time.
Thank you, Paul.
Yep.
Do we have any other comments? Okay. Then we're going to move on to board actions. Mrs. Egbert? Yeah. Oh, do you want Karen to do it? She's prepared. Go ahead. All right. Miss Coffey. You can second.
Upon recommendation of the superintendent, I move items 1 to 14 on the personnel agenda for approval.
Okay, can I get a second?
Second.
Thank you, Miss Egbert. All right. Is there any board discussion? Okay. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Egbert?
Yes.
Mrs. Johnston?
Yes.
Mr. Skiff?
Yes.
Mr. Matisich?
Yes.
Mr. McCabe?
Yes.
Mr. Marsano?
Yes.
Mrs. Coffey? Yes. Mr. Kowalski?
Yes.
Mrs. Bomango?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Johnston?
Upon the recommendation of the superintendent, move items numbers 15 through 21 on the regular agenda.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Mr. Marsano? Is there any board discussion? Okay, roll call, please.
Mrs. Egbert?
Yes.
Mrs. Johnston?
Yes.
Mr. Skiff?
Yes.
Mr. Matisich?
Yes.
Mr. McCabe?
Yes.
Mr. Marsano?
Yes.
Mrs. Coffey?
Yes.
Mr. Kowalski?
Yes.
Mrs. Bomango?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Marsano?
Upon recommendation of the Business Administrator Board Secretary, we move the following items on the Finance, Transport, and Physical Plant regular agenda, 3/24/26-22 through 39.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Okay, Mr. Skiff. Is there any board discussion? Okay, roll call, please.
Mrs. Egbert?
Yes.
Mrs. Johnston?
Yes.
Mr. Skiff?
Yes.
Mr. Matisich?
Yes.
Mr. McCabe?
Yes.
Mr. Marsano?
Yes.
Mrs. Coffey?
Yes.
Mr. Kowalski?
Yes.
Mrs. Bomango?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Matisich?
Upon recommendation of the superintendent, I'd like to motion to approve items on the agenda 3/24/26, numbers 40 through 43.
Okay, can I get a second?
Second.
Mr. Marsano? Is there any board discussion? Okay, roll call, please.
Mrs. Egbert?
Yes.
Mrs. Johnston?
Yes.
Mr. Skiff?
Yes.
Mr. Matisich?
Yes.
Mr. McCabe?
Yes.
Mr. Marsano?
Yes.
Mrs. Coffey?
Yes.
Mr. Kowalski?
Yes.
Mrs. Bomango?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. And Mr. Skiff?
Upon recommendation of the policy committee, I move to adopt items 3/24/26-44 be adopted by the board.
Okay, can I get a second?
Second.
Okay, Mr. Marsano? Is there any board discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Egbert?
Yes.
Mrs. Johnston?
Yes.
Mr. Skiff?
Yes.
Mr. Matisich?
Yes.
Mr. McCabe?
Yes.
Mr. Marsano?
Yes.
Mrs. Coffey?
Yes.
Mr. Kowalski?
Yes.
Mrs. Bomengo?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. At this time, we'll reopen the floor for public comment. Please state your name, municipality, and group affiliation if applicable. You'll have 5 minutes to address the board, and we'll receive a 30-second warning to begin closing your comments. Okay. Are there, are there any items for board discussion?
Yeah, I just wanted to thank Superintendent Toomey and Mayor Gallagher for inviting me to the kickball game on Friday. They had a couple pretty exciting games with the students against each other, 2 different games of that, and then we did parents versus the students, and I got drafted to play on the parents team. And I did check ahead of time. I said, we're supposed to let them win, right? And one of the parents said, they're not going to let us win. I said, okay. So when I went up to kick, I said, if I kick too high, I'm going to damage the ceiling tiles, and this guy's going to throw me out. If I kick too low, I might hit somebody, and that's bad for PR. So I aimed right at that back wall. I kicked the only scoring point of the game, won it for the parents. I didn't feel bad about it. They said, go for the win. But I had the most fun in a long time there. So thank you for inviting me. It's only once a year, I believe, but it was a good time for everybody involved. And thank you for Recreation for helping set that up as well. That's all.
Thank you, Chris. Sure.
If I could just state for the record, I understand tight budgets and I understand declining enrollment, but I'm not in favor of terminating the strings program, a program that I spent 10 years building, writing custom arrangements for, purchasing European instruments at rock bottom prices for. And so I just kind of lament the fact that we've come to this place where we are terminating the program. And I wish it weren't so, but for the record, I wish we weren't doing it.
Understood. It's understood. Thank you.
I'd like to say something really
Sure.
quick. Not to take away from what you just said, but on a more positive, upbeat note, I attended the BMS Tricky Tray, and it was a lot of fun, and it was really beautiful. So kudos to the BMS parents and PTA that put that together.
Yeah, it was great. Okay. So, are there any other items? Okay. Then we are going to move to go into executive session for probably 20 minutes, you think? No action is going to be taken. There's no action. I move to convene an executive session to undertake discussion concerning legal matters. Be it further resolved that the nature of the discussion is expected to be disclosed to the public when reasons for non-disclosure no longer exist. The time is 7:58 p.m. and the board expects to reconvene in public session at, let's say, 8:20 p.m. Again, no action will be taken. Thank you. I need a second. Thanks, Mr. Marsano. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Nope. Okay. Thank you.